Hello, my awesome and amazing Scorpios. It's Mel with Blue Scorpion Tarot here to bring you another general collective reading. Let's see what's going on in the overall energy dynamics. Calling upon the trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and subscribers to bring in the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth through the power of the numbers. And so it is. And of course, rolling the dice to see what I need to shuffle a deck to. Power of number 10. Yes, a lot of you Scorpios were born in the month of October. However, you could also be dealing with another Scorpio born at the latter part of October. You could also be dealing with a Libra born at the earlier part of October. And yes, of course, a lot of you Scorpios were born in the month of November. That is true. Power of number 6. You may also be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancerian born in the month of June. And power of number 5, you may be dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini born in the month of May. Preferably, I would like to see the Wheel of Fortune card kick in and or possibly the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles. Definitely would love to see the Lovers card, possibly the 6 of Cups. The Hierophant would be great. There's a lot of marriage and prosperity and abundance that I see coming in through the numbers, but there's also something here about ending old karmic patterns and cycles, because the World card is represented by the number 21. Okay, you could also be dealing with a fixed sign, an Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, again another Scorpio. You could also be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Capricorn born in the month of December. You may also be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius born in the month of January. You may also be dealing with an Aquarius or a Pisces born in the month of February. Strong Capricorn energy again through the number 15. More strong Scorpio and also Aries energy coming in through the number 16, because that would be the Tower card. Picking up on Aries energy again through the number 0 out of the 10. More Aries energy through the power of number 1. More Gemini energy through the number 1 and also Virgo. Okay. Some of you could have been born in 1950, 1951, 1952, or 1956 for my more mature audience. You could have also been born in 1960, 1961, 1962, or possibly 1965, okay? You may be 50, 51, 52, or 56 years of age, and or possibly 60, 61, 62, or 65 years old for my more mature audience, okay? So going to the power of number 21 for the beautiful star sign of Scorpio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. Trusted ancestors of my Scorpio viewers and subscribers, what is the overall general collective message, please? What does Scorpio need to know at this time frame? Show me what's up. Wow, here you are, Scorpio, Queen of Cups. Male or female, doesn't matter. Somebody is in love with you, or you are definitely in love with someone. This could talk about emotional fulfillment, or instead of looking at your cup, Scorpio, being half full, you know, thinking of it being more loaded, fully loaded, a fully loaded cup. So don't look at your cup as half empty. Look at it as half full, okay? I feel like this is also about a pursuit with the Queen of Cups, also a pursuit for your personal interests, the things that bring you joy, passion, and or creativity. Yeah, we have a 6 of Swords. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, or Gemini. Something about getting out of a dark and cloud situation. This could totally talk about your romantic life right now, Scorpio. What are you manifesting for? Are you doing manifestation the right way? Are you fully tapping into understanding what the law of attraction and the law of assumption is when it comes to your subconscious mind? Are you fully grasping that 95% of our thoughts dictate our reality? I feel like there is a pathway here, forward movement, healing love trauma. Are you taking the time to do your research, your knowledge? Are you being proactive and consistent with guided meditations, either to draw on a specific person and or possibly a new soulmate? Are you putting yourself in environments that actually make you feel comfortable and not feel like you're walking on eggshells? If you're at the early or beginning stages or starting over from scratch, Scorpio, in regards to your love life, only go to environments that actually make you feel good. Okay? Don't go to places that have low vibrational frequency. Okay? Don't want to go there. You don't want to be hanging around sloppy ass drunks. You don't want that. Okay? Time to step up the A game a bit. A lot of you may need more of a sophisticated, down-to-earth partner instead of just settling for breadcrumbs. Yeah, getting past this pain, the heartbreak, the sorrow, the being put into third-party situations. I feel like this is you doing a whole emotional life makeover, moving on from the drama, moving on from the pain, the abandonment issues, all of that. It takes time. It takes time. There is no set time frame, but you are there. You are in the driver's seat at all times. How you want to emotionally feel about a situation. This Three of Swords here is just a reminder. It doesn't mean that you're going to go through another breakup. If you think that, that's going to become your reality. Flat out black and white. This is you getting out of the cloudiness, opening up that heart chakra. Are you listening to guided meditations to open up that heart chakra? They have yoga movements that can open up the heart chakra area and instantly activate it again. I'm going to go into, since I've been practicing the Lenormand. Lenormand has been around for many centuries. Show me the Queen of Cups. Okay, this is considered the Tower, but it's not the same kind of tower energy like you would get in traditional tarot. Okay, so it's no coincidence, but we do have a Six of Spears. This is pretty much similar to the Six of Swords. Okay, this could be about you moving away from your local environment right now, finding a new place to live, building a foundation. It could talk about work, working in a new building. So we're going to go to card number 19. The Tower. The advice of the Tower. It says, even if it hurts, don't refuse the truth about to be revealed to you. In order to resolve a situation, you have to know. So again, using wisdom and discernment. So it's like the truth is going to be coming forward. It also talks about lucidity, objectivity, analysis. You definitely could be going through a separation right now. There could have been a split or a breakup around July 1st through the 10th, or you could be dealing with a Cancerian born between July 1st and the 10th. Okay, for some of you. Some other variable meanings here. Ruthless analysis of love affairs has led you to opt for proud solitude. So some of you are, have been in hermit mode. You could feel alone, but fear risks and compromises that a relationship could involve. So are you compromising your, your self-value, your worth, to go and repeat an old cycle? With the power of number 21 from the 10-6-5, it is about closing out. You choose when to give yourself the closure, because a lot of times people will not give us closure. Okay, so and that could be, once you give yourself the closure, you move into that Six of Swords as well. Okay, in order to avoid sentimental displeasure, take advice. What is Spirit trying to tell you? Don't say you're confused or you don't know what Spirit wants. Go within. Your body is a temple. You are a beacon of energy. Okay? You're not disconnected from Source unless if you think you are. No, we are a part of the greater universe. Write whatever comes to your mind. Own the truth of your situation in order to properly evaluate, so that you stay in this emotional love and compassion. Okay? That doesn't mean by having love and compassion and empathy that you're weak, Scorpio. Some of you, might have vowed to be alone or feel like you're going to stay alone or be alone for the rest of your life. Only if you think that's going to be your ultimate truth or your fate or destiny. It says realization and learn to live with your situation. So it is about a choice. It is a choice whether or not we want to date. It is a choice whether or not we want to work at a certain company. It is a choice if we want to step outside of our house, and go do whatever. It's time to start bringing in the new. Can also represent self-control, which you confront life, having favored you in study and business. So right now you could just be focused in on your career. Okay. A major problem at work undermines your confidence. So you could be dealing with toxic, narcissistic coworkers. Listen, if you're not happy in your work environment, Scorpio, it's time to evaluate that too. It's time to make great changes. You still got a lot of the year of 2023 to make awesome forward movement. There could also be abuse or collapse of situations that feel like, you're being threatened in order to destroy the basis of your project. Again, don't share all of your ideas with everybody. Stay a mystery, Scorpio. You could also be experiencing emotional coldness with which you confront problems at work and will allow you to overcome it. Objectiveness in analyzing the financial market has allowed you to study its trends and follow them without making false moves. A lot of you guys are investing in cryptocurrency right now. It could be other investments too. Not being able to do otherwise about your financial choices. You adapt to market flow. Watch out for attempts of abuse. This could be somebody trying to finagle you or to pressure you to make certain financial choices. So your emotions right now, could be pulled in numerous different directions. There could also be highs and lows in share performance. I don't know why this book isn't really, the way the statements are, it's not proper English. I feel like the words were just rushed in this book. Highs and lows in share performance require pliability and spirit of adaptation. So I feel like it's about compromise or trying to, work things out with your with how you feel about money or the flow of money at work. Okay. Following good advice of a professional in the sector, you will avoid a breakdown. So again, before you make any kind of financial investments, do all of your research, okay? Because if you're building financial wealth, okay, you don't have to throw all of your money into the deep end. I feel like when we think of a building, we want to make sure that that building, that foundation is rock solid. And that can also be in regards to your money right now. It's the same with relationships. Building a relationship on a true solid foundation. Some of you say, well, I try, Mel, I try to build a foundation with my person and they didn't want to make it work out. Listen, change your thinking, change your life. You were in the driver's seat at all times, and how you wish to feel and or think about the situation. The 3D circumstances do not matter. You have to look beyond that. If you're going to really tap into real power mentally, you have to avoid looking for tangible evidence right then, right there in the 3D. You entertain more of the 5D consciousness, eventually it's going to show up in the 3D, and it's going to be more like a serendipity. So it's going to feel more exciting. The coffin, something needs to get laid to rest. This could have been an ending to a relationship, moving on from something that is not working out. There were people that came into your life, Scorpio, that were not of your highest good. That's also friends. That's also family members. Some of you could have recently lost a loved one. Moving on from past disappointments. The advice of the coffin is let things go without regret that are no longer part of your life and create space for the new. What did I say? I already said that. It's time for the new. That's why I always repeat myself, because a lot of you guys are new to my channel, but for my followers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have to, when somebody leaves you, ghosts you, they reject you, abandon you, and they want to come back around the bend again, do not take them back right away. You may want that deep down inside, and that's fine. I validate your feelings on that. However, you still need to go through an evaluation, writing out all the pros and the cons of that person, and not allowing your emotions to dictate all of your actions. You need to stay logical right now. It says the new that is already knocking at your door. So opportunity knocks, Scorpio, okay? Could also be dealing with a Pisces born between March 11th and the 20th. This can talk about unpredictable health, risks, or arguments. Right now, we're in a Mercury retrograde. Avoid arguments at all costs right now. Take the path of least resistance, okay? That doesn't make you weak. I know sometimes we really want to defend ourselves and shove the truth down people's throat. But if you're dealing with a narcissist, listen, it's null and void. It's null and void. If these are toxic, narcissistic family members, avoid arguments with them. Avoid their energy. There could have been separation or a sentimental loss that you can't leave behind. So again, there's another message here. You have waited too long for someone who doesn't arrive, or it feels like they're not arriving. Part of that has to do with your subconscious mind. Quarrels and setbacks linked to personal anxieties, or there was a weakening of a relationship. That could have also been in family dynamics. There could also be a couple here that is on the verge of separation. Unexpected events, partner or family member could have psychological problems that could make you go back on a decision. Listen, don't walk back into the lion's den. Once you walk away, Scorpio, walk away for good. Okay, don't go back. I know it's tempting because you want to be the bigger person, but nothing's going to change. Nothing in truth is going to change. So that's why I said like 2 readings ago, let your haters pile up, okay? And that can include your closest friends and your family members. An old and battered love affair comes to an end and gives way to a new one. So for a lot of you, you are completely done with a person from the past. You're ready for the new. You're ready to start feeling happy again in a healthy relationship. But before you manifest for the new relationship, make sure you are completely emotionally healed. Working in on your personal success, again, it's all self-concept. Physical or health problems precludes a certain profession and you feel cut out. You have waited too long for promised support. Forget your pride and sort it out yourself. A project that is too ambitious for the present conditions has to be reevaluated. That to me is like on a personal level. If, you know, again, irons in the fire, it's like I'm seeing the 10 of swords in my mind's eye. Exhaustion. Are you physically exhausting yourself to the point where you feel like you're just quote unquote going to drop dead, you know, just because you're trying to hustle and you're trying to make this happen and that happen? Are your goals realistic day by day? I had to cut back. There's so many creative projects I could be working on right now. I just don't have enough hours in the day because I have another business I'm building. And so it's too much. You know, we want to be this like machine sometimes where we can just produce and produce and produce. But we also have to listen to our body. Is our body exhausted? Are you, you know, getting proper rest? Are you, your diet, your nutrition, your health? Are you taking the right supplements for your body? Are you consulting with a nutritionist? Are you doing your research? Are you having IBS syndromes? You know, our food, the food that we consume, the food and the drink that we consume affects our body. You guys never underestimate the power of the bloodstream, what we are putting into our body, okay? Because it really will affect your mood swings. Says your fragile constitution doesn't allow you 2 jobs at the same time. Let go of the old one and concentrate on the new one. Again, we can look at that as projects, or maybe right now you are literally working, you know, burning the candle at both ends, thinking that you're going to be over the top productive. But where is the quality of life of your mind, your spirit, your soul right now? You guys, we all have to be, doesn't matter what age bracket we're in, we have to understand the consequences of stress. It's so vitally important. If there are friends or family members that stress you out, go walk in the other direction. If you are working, you know, numerous jobs, you have numerous irons in the fire, and you're starting on a daily basis to be counterproductive, reduce your stress levels and reduce your schedule. Always be conscientious. Be mindful of that. How much stress? I'm pretty sure there's got to be apps, you know, through Android or, you know, Apple and stuff. Stress counter. Like it could probably evaluate what stress level you're at. Because when we're under stress, our cortisol levels raise up. And then what do we seek when we are stressed? We seek comfort. We seek protection when we're stressed. Really sit yourself down and think, oh my God, how many irons in the fire do you have going on right now, Scorpio? Personal or family health problems have eaten up much of your savings. Some of you guys have had to take care of ill parents, or you could be going through a health crisis right now. Here we go. Professional stress and financial anxiety threaten your psychological balance. I am hearing the word counterproductive. It has to do, our productivity has to do with our scheduling. I like your sister Scorpio says here, I had to reduce my schedule. And if I don't get certain things done in a day, I'm not going to beat myself up. I'll just figure out a way to put it on the schedule for the next day. Time management, you guys. When we have time management, our stress will be reduced. Time management is a very difficult thing to acquire, like to get into that habit of time management, because we're so easily distracted. And the first and foremost thing that we're so distracted by, guess what? It is social media. It is social media. In fact, I caught myself this morning, and I love Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I've watched, numerous videos. And it's so funny because I caught myself in an old pattern behavior where I went to my phone, and the programming that's going on in my mind was some of the first thing to do. It's like, you want to tap right into social media. What's going on? What's going on in the world? Instead of looking at your morning routine as being a part of to be a peaceful process. But here's the thing about me. When I'm on social media, I scroll for less than 5 minutes and I tap out. That is my new rule of thumb. However, this morning, I caught myself in the old routine. I thought, why the hell did I do that? That just raised my stress. Again, old programming. It takes time to develop a new habit, but it can take, on average, 21 days to make and or break a habit. Okay. So, personal stress, financial anxiety. You could have surmounting debt right now. You could be trying to look for financial institutions that could go, help you to do debt consolidation. If you can avoid filing bankruptcy, Scorpio, I highly advise you do. Find other routines or be confident to work out a reasonable payment scheduling with, any kind of creditors that you could be working with right now, or the creditors that are on your back. Can't be fearful of that. I used to be fearful in my early 20s when I didn't understand credit cards, how they worked, the value of money. I didn't have no guidance. I had no guidance whatsoever. It took me 20 plus years to get better. I've had money, and then I've had no money, and then I've been in between, and I have struggled before. We need to get our financial life pristine as possible. And, I get it. I've been through hell and back with finances, because a lot of this I feel had to do with generational curses. I also feel it has to do with the way I was raised about money, the viewpoint of money, and seeing my mother in lack conscious mentality. And my mother is still in lack conscious mentality. She's not doing anything to learn, to educate herself. She has no retirement. Hell, I don't even know if she has, life insurance. And that concerns me. But I had to cut ties with her because the bottom line is, there's numerous reasons why I cut ties with my mom. Because out of all of the years, I've told her, says, you need to go back to work and have a part-time job. Because I am not going to foot the bill. If you are not financially stable, Scorpio, don't make these ultimate sacrifices for people who are in your family. It doesn't matter who they are. If you are not financially secure, you in truth cannot afford. You can in truth not afford to help somebody else get their head up from underneath, from water. You know what I'm saying? That metaphor. You can't financially do it. Your foundation, your structure, your health, your wealth, the stress. And when you're helping all of these people, provide when you can, if you feel compelled to. But make sure that that person in truth is really worthy and that they're actually doing something with their life and making great changes. If they're not making great changes and you're trying to help them out financially and they're not making forward movement, that money is really in truth wasted. That's the way I see it. It's wasted because you give that boost, you give that support to someone and you're hoping that they're going to do something great. And then you find out months down the road, a year down the road, they're still doing the same thing. They never got out of the old pattern. Do not drive yourself into the coffin, Scorpio, with all of these irons in the fire, going back to a relationship that is toxic. If this person from the past abused you and was a true narcissist and they come running back, you move on from that because that's not your true soulmate. Sure, you can go ahead and manifest for anybody you want, but you need to evaluate that person. And that was what the last reading said. Evaluate your person on paper. It's the same with your day in, day out routine. Reducing, being conscientious, being mindful of your stress. You probably want to give and give and give and give, Scorpio, because you're hoping that it's going to come back. Listen, you will be rewarded, but in other ways. Okay? Don't try to help people out because you're trying to prove something to someone or that you're a good person. Right now, it is about you building that foundation and not going under yourself. So yeah, stress and financial anxiety threaten your psychological balance. You can't do for everybody right now, for some of you, until you get on solid ground when it comes to your finances. Because right now you could be, emotionally torn in 3 different directions right now. This person needs help and this needs help. But what about you? Are you putting yourself first? It is not selfish to put yourself first. Yeah, sail on, Scorpio. Card number 3, we got the boat or the ship. Let's see what this is all about. Yeah, moving on. It's very much similar to the 6 of Swords. Yeah, here we go. Restful holiday, a pleasant trip. Once you get a solid foundation, you cut out the things that are stressing you out. Go take a well-needed rest. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, Cusper, Aquarius between the time frame of January 21st through the 31st. The advice is depart without regret. It's time to change the scenery and widen your horizons. What are you doing for you, Scorpio? Are you doing everything for everybody that you're getting so damn stressed out? Yeah. Says, couple crisis or partner's health problems overcome thanks to change of surrounding. Is the environment that you're living in, is it toxic? Is it stressful? Do you have more bad memories versus good memories? It might be time to move, physically move to a new life, sailing on to a new life here. Peaceful and pleasant period, holidays and excursions, possibly with a partner, so that could talk about a new soulmate. Surprise invitation from a person far away or small trip to see him or her without his knowledge or her knowledge. Temporary separation clears your ideas. There's a honeymoon in sight. That's what they're saying. A sentimental trip to find your real self. Exactly. What did I just say? Putting number one first. Before your stress levels drive you 6 feet under, Scorpio. You got a lot of life to live. A lot of things to pursue, new horizons. Choosing a sedentary life has brought you back to the family or a deserved holiday after a stressful period. Surprise transfer, an interesting training course, possibly overseas. New work contract or linked to possible tourism, ecology, or anything that may have to do with the environment. Some of you could be in marine biology, okay? Thanks to duties away from home, you have accumulated fairly good savings. See, again, what did I say? Building your financial legacy, your solid foundation first before you try to take care of anybody else, okay? It could be buying and selling, acquisition or restructuring a house outside of the city, small inheritance from a distant relative. Could also be about a business trip abroad, which will open your eyes to new perspectives. Conceptions and values are about to change. Time to sail on from the stress. I'm hearing the word decompression, Scorpio, to decompress. Stop having your heartstrings being pulled in numerous different directions. This could be, you making that final judgment call to finally put a relationship situation to an end, just to say, no, for some of you, you may tell this person, I'm not taking you back. This is it. This is done. Once I walk away, a lot of you guys will be in that. You will be in that situation. This is about you being emotionally content, feeling joyful, feeling blissful. A lot of this has to do with your finances. This has to do with your passions, dreams, and goals, what you feel your life's purpose is, getting crystal clear about how many irons you have in the fire right now that are, creating more stress. Trying to do for everybody, but you're not doing for you. Right now, you may need that solidarity just to cut everything out for a while. Get things figured out. Thinking about your environment. Some of you guys do want to move. Like, you're tired of seeing the same old faces. Like, maybe be in a better city or a better community. Pretty much moving on up. But something needs to be, the stress needs to be laid to rest. That's how I see it with the coffin card. And you just could feel like you're just being pulled in numerous different directions. It is not selfish to take care of number one first. Who's number one? You. They want to say you're selfish, you're greedy, you're blah, 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 BS energy. Ignore them, walk away. Move on from them. Your emotional peace of mind, peace of heart, your body being at its pristine condition, using your wisdom and discernment is going to take you far. It's going to take you far. My awesome and amazing Scorpios, if you would like to book a personal reading with me and do it through the power of the numbers, you can hit me up at bluescorpiongifts@gmail.com, and my amazing assistant Victoria will book you for that personal reading. But until next time, take care.